Hello, 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 Hope Crew. Hello, YouTube. It's Dina. This is this week's poetry challenge. And so this week, we're going to look to write a poem that is based on something we probably all know, which is the little song or poem, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And so, as you know, this poem is written out in the description, and you can follow along with that, and you can also see the terms that I'm using there. This week there will be a little extra mini lesson about iambs, about trochees, about exactly the vocabulary of poetry. And if you're interested in that, you can click the link that comes up at the end of this video, and that will take you to the one that gets a little more technical about this poem. But all you really have to think about is that in the poem, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, what you have is two lines at the beginning, and these same two lines repeat again at the end. And now you have a different two lines on the inside, right? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now there's other verses if you want to get into that, but I just want to focus on this very short form this week. So I've been looking and looking for the name for this form. I haven't seen it identified anywhere. But I want to point out what you're hearing is you're hearing stresses. So you can either just stop by thinking about how can I write two lines to open the poem up and then use the same two lines to end the poem, and yet the middle two lines will bring something new. And that's just the challenge. The basic challenge this week is two lines that are worth repeating at the end after you have a middle two. Okay. And so you can extend this in some advanced ways. You can look at rhyme. But right now, the only thing I really want to add to this is just an opening discussion about meter and rhythm, and so that you can hear a little bit more about what's happening and why this poem has probably been around for so long. And so you will see in the comments, the description part, it's broken down. And so you can hear the sound. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Even if I say it in regular twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, right? So you hear that musicality of the poem. So even if you're not worrying about the end rhymes, you're not worrying about how to do that, but you could do that. You can take it to the next level and try to incorporate the same rhymes. And I'll talk more about that when I do that advanced video. Every week I kind of do, here's the basic challenge. And then I come back and I read one of mine and I say, okay, here's how you can take it up a level. And you can move it to the next thing. And so I don't want to read mine first this week. I'm going to just encourage you to use that model. And then when I show up later in the week, I'll look at how I used the techniques just on this basic way, and then maybe how I've incorporated rhyme and also the meter of the poem. But that's it, folks. I hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing what you write. And yeah, I hope. Oh, I'm showing you some Germany today. I tried to get in while we still had some light outside. I'm catching the last few minutes. You can see the sun is going down. But I live across the street from a beautiful cemetery. It's an ancient, ancient old cemetery. There's a church support services center across the street where they have children's classes, anyway, things like that. But I live and there's a beautiful hill, and this is the front side of the house that faces the road, and then the back side of the house faces a beautiful, quiet river. And I'll share that view with you one day, and also let you hear and see the ducks and the birds that come up that are our backyard, basically. We also have a train back there and another road and some, but it's a it's quite a ways away. All right. Well, thanks for doing this. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this. I'll call it the Twinkle Twinkle Challenge or something like that, because until I honestly, I will look and see if I can't. I don't. I haven't found that this form has been named. And if you want to, when you click the video at the end to find out more about the structure of the poem, by its meter, you'll see what I'm talking about. That it has this weird thing where it goes up at the end of every line, and this is a very unusual thing. Normally, you would just have the twinkle, twinkle, little star. No, it would go down again instead of going up again at the front of the next line. There's two hard up sounds together. But anyway, if you want to hear more about that or learn more about what is a trochee, because that's what this poem is made up all of, is trochees. All right, take care. Hope you have a great week. See you soon. That's my mom there, looking all sexy. She'd say, "Love you." Have a good week. Be free.